All right, went to the bank. We picked up $200 in nickels. They usually come in these bags here, and transferred them over to nickel boxes to make it easier to hunt and kind of keep track of things. So, you know the drill. We're going to go through 10. Unless we find a silver or a buffalo or a V-nickel or something else interesting, then we'll bring it back in. But we'll go through 10, we'll come back and we'll show you the finds on our nickel mat here. All right, we're 6 rolls in. We got this roll open here. And there's a really thin edge. I've got that one right there. I already kind of laid it down and saw just a little bit. You see the nose there? Got ourselves a buffalo nickel. So, looks pretty worn. Kind of see the 19 on it, but you can't read anything else. See the little circle for the 9 right there, so there's nothing after that, so we'll have to nicodate that. On the back, definitely can't read a mint mark. Pretty toasted, so we'll nicodate that as well here later. But our buffalo on the board, so I'll get that up top. Get through I guess 5 rolls, this plus 4 more, and we'll come back and show you what we found. All right, we're through 10 rolls, and we found the 2009 Philadelphia, that buffalo nickel that was undated that we brought you in for, 2 1940 Philadelphias, a 47 San Francisco, a semi-K date 1951 San Francisco. We had a 54 Denver and a 59 Denver, so that's not too bad. 8 out of the first 10 rolls. We usually average about 5 every 10 rolls, so it's off to a pretty good start. We will get through 10 more and come back and show what we found. All right, we are 3 rolls into this set of 10, and hard to see in the camera, but right there, I believe, yep, that one, I believe is going to be a war nickel. It's got that edge. You kind of see that different edge on it. So the back here, yep, it is. It's an S mint mark there, and we got some 1944. So that's awesome. We got a buffalo and a silver on the box. We'll get through the rest of these, and unless we have another silver or buffalo, we'll bring you back after these 7 plus this is hunted. All right, roll 16. Still got this on the mat here. I hunt my nickels this way, so I slid this one down. Saw another buffalo back there, so let's take a look at this guy. Looks to be in much better shape than the last one. But I do not see a mint mark. And yeah, no date on that one either. Well, actually there is. It's a 1919. You can just barely make it out there. So that's pretty cool. So we don't have to date that one. So put that over here to the side. Yeah, I saw something else. Let's see. This looks like it might be a little older. It's got a D mint mark on the back. But it's just a 1960. So we'll get back to the hunt here and bring it back in after about 4.5 more rolls. All right, through 20 rolls now, and we're going to add to the finds a 46 Philadelphia, a 48 San Francisco, just over 11 million of those minted. And then we got a 54 Denver, 57 Denver, 58 Denver, 59 Denver. And then we found this 1968 Canadian nickel. And look at the luster on that thing. It just looks awesome. I mean, you can tell it's been circulated. It has surface scratches, but still a pretty nice coin. So that probably replaced the one in our Canadian nickel mat, our Canadian nickel book, I mean. And then down here we have that 1919 buffalo nickel and that 1944 San Francisco minted war nickel. So get through these next 10 rolls and show you what we find. All right, we're through 30 rolls now. We're going to add to the finds 1939 Philadelphia. It was this side up. So I knew it was Philadelphia already. When I flipped over, it was a 39. I did check. There's no doubling. Then we got a 51 Denver, a 54 Philadelphia, 57 Denver, 59 Denver, and 2009 Denver. We don't find very many of these guys. Usually the Philadelphias. All right, we will get through the next 10 rolls and come back and show you what we find. Roll 40, and I missed it by the edge originally. You can see the second one in there. I slid this one down because I always like to flip them all over equal, or all over to the front so I can look at the fronts of them. I slid this one down. There's that P mint mark over the Monticello, whatever you want to call it, building there. And look at it. It's got some, looks like just some marks there maybe. Flip it over and see what year it is. That is a 43. There are a couple errors on the 43s. You can have a double I, which is a lot of damage there, so it's not easy to see. And then there is a 3/2 also, and again, hard to see on that. We'd have to get a scope out to look at it. The scope for some reason is being finicky, so we won't be doing that tonight. So, because last time we did that, you still couldn't even see the 3/2, but took a picture of it and I could see it then. Anyway, get through the rest of these and come back and show you what else we found. Finish that roll, so 40 done. And we found a 1946 Philadelphia, a 58 Denver, a 59 Denver, and then that 1943 Philadelphia minted war nickel. So it makes number 2 of those to add to that one up there with the 2 buffaloes. So we'll get through these last 10 rolls, and unless we have an interesting find, I'll show you what we find after we're through. Okay, we're through box 1. That's 50 rolls down, and we're going to add to the finds 1940 Philadelphia, 41 Philadelphia, 41 San Francisco, 48 San Francisco, 49 Philadelphia, 57 Denver, and 59 Denver. So we're going to add these up here real quick, these San Francisco ones. So right now we have 41 San Francisco, 47, 2 48s, and a 51. That's a lot of San Francisco mints for one box. Something else is we have 33 total finds in that one box, and usually 20 to 25 is what we get, or what we kind of hope to get out of a box. So that was a pretty good box. So we'll get started on box 2, get through those first 10 there, and come back and show you what we find. Stopped at the bank today. This is the box we had already. Picked up another box. We got one customer wrapped, and the rest are machine wrapped. We're going to get into this box. We'll get through the first 10 rolls and come back and show you what we find. All right, we're through 10 rolls, and the only thing we're going to add is a 1958 Denver. So as hot as that last box was, I believe we had to end up with 34. I know I said 33, but I recounted there's 34. And now just one so far in 10 rolls. So that's how you can go from hot to cold really quick. Anyway, we'll get this added up there. We'll get through 10 more rolls, and we'll come back and show you what we find. All right, we're through 20 in this box, so that's 70 down. And this time we're going to add 2. We got a 1956 Denver and a 1959 Denver. So that makes 3 for that box and 37 total. Get through 10 more and come back and show you what we find. Okay, we're through 30 now out of this box, so 80 total. And we're going to add just one more. It's going to be a 1946 Philadelphia. So that makes 4 out of this box and 38 total. We'll get through this next 10 and come back and show you what we find. We're through 40 in this box, so 90 total. We're going to add 2 more coins. We got a 57 Denver and a 58 Denver. So that makes 6 coins out of this box so far and 40 total. So get through these last 10 and come back and show you what we find. All right, we're done with that box, so that makes 100 rolls down. And we're going to add 2 more finds. We got a 48 Philadelphia and 49 Philadelphia, so that makes 8 for that box and 42 total. So we'll get into this next box and we'll bring you back in after the first 10 rolls. Okay, we're 4 rolls in, 6 there, we're 4 rolls in. We did find a 39, but it was reverse facing, and I saw it was a Philadelphia. There is no double die. This part of the roll here, this guy here came out facing me, so I figure I'd bring you in case we have a mint mark. So let's look at that together real quick. And there is, we got a Denver. So a 1938 Denver, you see it right there, is a key date. Take a look at the book over here. I always try to have it open. 38 Denver, just shy of 5.4 million minted. So that's pretty cool. We got that, and oh, I did not see that. That's a 39. That looks to be in pretty good shape, so that might have a mint mark as well. Let's sit this down right beside there and see what we got. No, it is a Philadelphia, but I do not see any doubling there. So let's take a look at the edges here real quick. See if we got anything else. It looks dark. That looks just like maybe a ground find. Yeah, it's a 94. So got a key date and then another 1939. So that's an awesome find. Just dirt under that building there. So cool. We'll get back to hunting. We got 6 left there, plus what I got in my hand, plus that. And we'll bring you back in and show you what else we find. All right, we are in the next roll here, so 5 rolls in. And can you see what we got going on there? Got a buffalo nickel hiding back there. Oh, good. There's a date, 37. I just slid down and saw feathers and stopped. So let's see what else. Hopefully a mint mark, but not hold my breath. And I don't see anything. It looks like it's going to be a Philadelphia. Yep, Philadelphia. So that's pretty cool. Those put over here. And get back to the hunt. We'll bring you back in when, after the 10 rolls, or if we have another interesting find. All right, we're on the next roll. And right there, we have a silver war nickel. Looks like we got a Philadelphia mint in 1945. So we'll get that put over here to the side, right beside our buffalo friend there. Get through the rest of these rolls and bring you back in and show you what else we find. All right, through 10 in this one, so 110 rolls down. And we're going to add to the finds that 1938 key date Denver mint. We got 2 39 Philadelphias, a 40 Philadelphia, a 56 Denver, a 59 Denver. And we got that 1945 Philadelphia minted war nickel and a 1937 Philadelphia minted buffalo nickel. So that's, what we got, 4, 6, 8 out of the first 10 rolls there. So that actually ties the whole last box. So anyway, we get these added up here with the rest of them, and that makes 30. That makes 50 total finds right now. So I'll get these added up with the top with the rest of them. Get through 10 more rolls and come back and show you what we find. All right, we're 10 rolls into this, or 20 rolls in this box now. So 120 rolls down. And we're going to add to the finds a 1941 San Francisco, a 48 Philadelphia, 57 Denver, 58 Denver, and 59 Denver. So that gives us 55 total. Get through the next 10 and bring it back in and show you what we find. All right, we are 7 rolls into this row and started sliding this down, and we got another buffalo nickel there. Let's put it here. It's pretty slick. I don't think we're going to get a date on it. Yeah, I don't see anything for a date. And no mint mark either on the back. So that'll be another one. We got a nick a date at the end. I just wanted to show this to you real quick too. I think we found a 1985 Denver that doesn't have a clad layer on it because it's like totally copper toned everywhere. So that was, I think it's a pretty cool find. Anyway, we'll get back into the rolls here. The 3 left in there, the one we got out here on the mat, and bring it back in and show you what else we find. We are on roll number 30 in this box, and slid that across, saw a nose sticking out. So we'll take a look at him real quick. Yeah, it looks like a, that's pretty slick. You can't even read Liberty in it. Definitely don't see a date, but there is a Denver mint mark. You can see that D right there between the E and the C in cents, about 5 in cents. So definitely a Denver. Might try to see if I can see a date without nick a date in it, but right now I'm not seeing anything. So we'll get that set to the side here. We'll just hurry up and look through these real quick. That nickel there is kind of all, somebody's really defaced that. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything else in there. So we're going to show you what we found. We got a 46 Philadelphia. We got a really, looks like it was on a fire. That is 1948. And there is a Denver mint mark there, kind of hard to see. And we got a 59 Denver. We got that 85 Denver, I believe without the clad layer on it, or without the nickel over, it's just a copper inside. And then we got our 2 buffalo nickels we found. D mint mark, no mint mark. So that gives us 3 that we're going to have to nick a date here at the end of this video. But we will get through the next 10 rolls and bring it back in and show what we find. All right, 40 rolls down here, 140 rolls total. And we're going to add to the finds a 40 Philadelphia, a 41 San Francisco, 48 Denver, 54 Denver, and 56 Denver. Get through these last 10 rolls and come back and show you what we find. All right, a couple things here. We are 4 rolls, well, I have 5 rolls left in there. So I have the 6th one in my hand here. This is what we have found so far. Absolutely nothing. That's how boxes just change on you. But here we have a dime, it looks like. Yeah. So we just made 5 cents. Too bad it's not an older dime or silver or something, but it's in 2018. So it's just a dime, but that's still a find in the box. We'll get through the rest of these rolls and come back and hopefully have some other finds. All right, that is it. 150 rolls hunted, and we're going to add to the finds as soon as it decides to focus here. Add a 46 San Francisco, 56 Denver. We got a 1984 Canadian. Count them as finds, but we're only keeping 82 and before. And then a 2018 dime, so we made a nickel there on that find. So we will get some buffalo nickels nick-a-dated and come back and give you a wrap up. All right, we are back for a wrap up. We found 3 1939 Philadelphias, 5 1940 Philadelphias, 3 1941 San Franciscos, 1 1941 Philadelphia. Found 4 1946 Philadelphias, a 1947 San Francisco, 248 Philadelphias, 249 Denvers, or sorry, 248 Denvers, 249 Philadelphias, a 51 Denver, and we got a 54 Philadelphia, 354 Denvers, 456 Denvers, 557 Denvers, 558 Denvers, 959 Denvers. We have that one nickel up there that's, I believe, missing the outer layer. It's just the copper center. And then we have a 2009 Philadelphia, a 2009 Denver. And we go over here, we have that 1968 Canadian nickel that is just, looks really good. I mean, look at that 84 compared to that 68. It's a really nice looking nickel. We got 84 as well. We found that dime. And then over here, this 1946 San Francisco, it's not a key date or a semi-key date, but 13.5 million of those minted. And then we have two 48s, and the 48 is 11.3 million minted, so pretty low on both those. And then the 1951 San Francisco is 7.776 million minted of those. So that's pretty nice finds there. That gave us, I believe, 8, those 4 plus those 4 up there, 8 San Francisco minted nickels, which that's a lot of nickels from San Francisco mint for us. I know it was out of 3 boxes, but we might find 1 a box, maybe 2 a box, but and sometimes none. So anyway, we'll move on from there. We do have our 3 silver war nickels. We got a 43 Philadelphia. We did not see the 3 over 2, and there can't really see if there's a double I or not. We got a 44 San Francisco, and then we have a 45 Philadelphia. And then we did nicodate these. Still a little hard to see, but let's see if we can get it in the right light here. That is a 1915, and that was that Denver mint that you can see right down there. So that's pretty cool. Under 10 million of those minted. Let's see, that was the 15. I believe this one is a 1916. You can see it right there. And that's a Philadelphia. And then we'll nicodate this one. It's a 1919. And we had to nicodate the back also. So see, there's a net mark. It's a Philadelphia. This one we didn't have to nicodate. It was legible if you hold it just right, like right there. You can see the 1919, and it's a Philadelphia. And then we got a 1937, and it's a Philadelphia. And then the find of our boxes, the 3 boxes, is going to be this key date 1938 Denver minted nickel. I forgot to count. I'm not going to hold you up to do that right now, but that's all the finds right there. There is a bunch of them, 60 something. Anyway, we'd like to thank you for watching. We'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, we always appreciate new subscriptions. And if you leave a comment, why don't you within a day or 2?